So I've been feeling a little dysregulated lately, and I was thinking, what kind of video should I do today? Because I'm doing this 30-day challenge to make a long form video every day for 30 days to get more comfortable. And I was like, I can share what I do in times where I'm feeling dysregulated. So hello, if you're new here, my name is Death Doula Beth, and this is probably going to be the most unhinged video that I do because my mind is all over the place. Okay. Experienced a loss. My longest client ever just passed away, so I'm still kind of gathering from that. But I also have other clients that I take care of and service. And then my dog is also going through it. So there's a lot going on in here with my kids, with family, with friends. There's just a lot going on. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what I do to help regulate myself. And no, it is not making a YouTube video and sharing it all out there. But what I will do is share my common practices that get me to a place of like calm and steady again. All right. So you with me? All right, let's go. I think the most common reaction that I get when I share that I'm a death doula from other people is like, whoa, that takes a special kind of person to do that kind of a job. And yes, it does. And I also feel like it's my heart mission to do this job. And while, yes, it is a job, it's also not just a job, it's my heart calling. So I get super attached, okay? Sue me. I'm freaking human, okay? But it's normal. It is normal to have these normal human experiences. It's normal to have these human emotions, and it's normal to feel dysregulated sometimes because there's things coming at us at all times that are going to make us feel like, ah, like where do we even start? What do we even do? And we're in this perpetual, like, well, I'm in this perpetual state of like circling and cycling and spiraling and spinning. So here I am sharing. And here I am sharing with you my best practices. I told you that this would be a little unhinged, but welcome to the mind of Death Doula Beth. So here are some of my favorite practices to practice. So here are some of the things that I like to practice when I'm feeling dysregulated. There we go. So the first and foremost is just taking care of my basic needs, like showering, brushing my teeth, washing my face, going to the bathroom, like eating, the basic necessities of staying alive, right? But also like making my bed, keeping my stuff clean, keeping my area clean. And so my desk is a mess right now, so I need to organize it so I can get more organized out here in here. Because our inner world is a reflection, no, our outer world is a reflection of what's in the inner world. Yeah. So another way that helps with the inner clutter is to meditate. And I like to meditate either silent meditation or guided meditation. My favorite, especially since it's starting to get warmer out, is tree bathing. Tree bathing is a Japanese practice where it's just essentially you walk as slow as you can to get really present with every single step that you take in nature. And I really can't wait until it gets warmer out so that I can just start doing more of that because it's honestly too cold. And then I'm like, it's too cold. I don't like this. I am not a cold weather person. So another type of meditation that I do like to do is chanting. I usually lean into Nam Myoho Renge Kyo or Om Mani Padme Hum. And sometimes if I'm feeling super, super like wanting it, I'll put on like the Buddhist monks chanting that because then I feel like I'm in the temple with them and like it gets me like in a rhythm. And it's just so, if you've never done it before, try it. So some other basic things that I'll do is just feel the feelings. I will cry. That's self-explanatory. But I do like to journal because when my head is all jumbled up and the meditation feels all jumbled up, or I just feel like I'm still jumbled up, getting everything from in here to a piece of paper is super helpful. I have notebooks everywhere. Notebooks for different things, notebooks for goals, notebooks for notes, notebooks that are half filled. I got notebooks everywhere. I just like to write. And the last thing that I'll share with you is that I like to lay in my hammock. I have a hammock in my living room. It's right over there. And I just get in it and I lay in it. I highly recommend 10 out of 10. Get yourself a hammock. It'll be the best $150 you'll ever spend. Guaranteed. I'm not sponsored. Now, funny story, the reason why I have a hammock in my living room is because I saw a TikTok back in 2020 that said, I sleep in a hammock full time. And I was like, what? I was looking for a bed at the time, and I was like, I don't want to sleep in a bed anymore. I want to feel held and I want to feel close and I want to feel like, cuddled because I was going through like, you know, the trauma healing thing. And plus it was during the pandemic and, we were all separated and alone. So I was like touch starved. So I bought this hammock and I slept in it for years. The first night I got it, I was like, I'm just going to try it out and see. And, I was thinking like people were telling me, oh, you're going to wake up and your back is going to be sore, or like it's just going to be so comfortable, Beth. And I was like, well, I'm going to try it anyway. I don't care what you think. So I got in it. I put blankets down. I made a little nest. It's a double wide. So I was like laying sideways and it was the best sleep ever. I'm a side sleeper. It was the best sleep ever. So the next day I got rid of my bed. I just got rid of it. I was like, no, I already know. Bye. Done. And I slept in it for years, like years. And then I was like, I finally felt healed and like I just noticed my body wanting to like spread out. And I wanted to starfish the bed. Like I missed that feeling of being able to starfish the bed. So I got a bed and I was like, I'm not getting rid of this hammock. This hammock is staying with me and it's going to be a fixture in my living room. So it's there. All right, now back to here. I do do, I do do, I do the practices that my therapist have taught me and what I've seen from like other professionals about nervous system regulation. So like laying on the ground, moving my eyes to side, getting to that yawn, doing the butterfly tapping and like the different tapping, EFT, that type of thing. So I do also do those practices and I also do breath work. Breath work is so, so important, especially when things are feeling jumbled up here. Um, the type of breath work that works best for me is the 4-2-6, and the number doesn't matter. It's the inhale, pause, and then the longer exhale. That's more important than the number. Because when we exhale longer, our nervous system is like, oh, we can relax. Because I don't know about you, but I tend to hold my breath whenever I'm feeling like, so that's all for this video. It's short, sweet, to the point, a little chaotic, but that's okay because some days are chaotic. I will tell you one thing, that this has been one of the most challenging challenges that I put myself through in a while. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, man, I wish I could do 30 videos in 30 days, you probably can. I'm recording this on my Zoom camera until I can get a camera and do better videos. But the goal is, because I just really want to put videos out there that are educational, realistic, and to teach about what a death doula is. I don't know, maybe try it. Maybe. And let me know, because then I want to follow you and support you on your journey. I'll be your biggest fan. Your biggest fan. But you got to do it. But you got to do it in order for me to see it and for the world to see it, because the world needs to hear your voice. Anyway, like I said, things can get a little chaotic because this is not scripted. I didn't sit and do anything with it. And you're kind of catching me at a time where, I do feel a little emotionally unregulated at the moment. And that's okay, because the next moment I'll probably be fine. And the next video will be a little bit more polished. So if you want to connect deeper, I have the links in my description. You can download the Conscious Death Checklist. I always trip over those words. The Conscious Death Checklist. You can get it through my newsletter. And yeah, what you don't see, because I edit it, so like I edit my video. So I like, this is not going to be edited. So what you see is like the best version. And there's like 20 versions of me like bleh, over my words. Anyway, what was I saying? So the conscious death checklist is something that I walk through with my clients, and then you get signed up for my newsletter. I send it out every Wednesday. I'm probably going to send it to you after I edit and post this video. And if you want to be a death doula, let me know. Let's talk. Give me a call. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all for now. Yeah. Yeah, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.